Hi folks, thanks for joining us again. My name is Mike Pugh. I'm with Townecraft Cookware. A lot of people call me Mike the Pan Man. Also call myself Not Chef Mike, and that's usually because when I show up at a dinner, people say, oh, you're going to be our chef for the evening. But I'm not a chef. I'm not trained in culinary arts at all. I am just proof that anybody can cook great if you have the right tools. And Townecraft is the right tool for your family. All right, we're going to start today with a first request, okay? Our first request is falling apart fork tender roast, pot roast, okay? Now you can do a pork roast, sure, pot roast. This is our 11-inch skillet, and I have preheated it to medium. Now, two rhymes you need to remember with Townecraft. The first one is preheat for meat. That's what we're doing here, okay? The second rhyme is medium to low is all you need to know. Medium to low is all you need to know, and preheat for meat. Now, here's how you know when your pan is hot enough. When you can take a little bit of water on your fingers and flick it in, and it dances around like, like mercury. Now, if it spits and sputters, kind of like spitting on an iron, it's not hot enough. But if it dances around like that, it's ready. So we've got about just over 2 pound boneless pot roast, okay? Boneless chuck roast, I should say. And we've just the only thing we've done with this, and again, you can show the pan there, babe. By the way, my illustrious, beautiful wife, Debbie, is filming for us today and directing. And all I've done with this roast so far is I've just put a little bit of meat tenderizer on there. Okay, here's Kroger meat tenderizer, and I put a little bit of meat tenderizer on there, and of course I washed it, and I put it in a bag and got it ready for today. You can do it straight out of the straight out of the package from the store, but I like to wash it off and put a little meat tenderizer on there a little bit earlier, okay? So let me wash my hands here. Now I want to show you, folks, how to use Townecraft, okay? That's what we're doing here. Again, my name is Mike Pugh, and I'm with Townecraft. That's T-O-W-N-E Craft, Townecraft Cookware. You can find us at TOWNECRAFT, Townecraft.net. My website is MikeThePanman.com, not Mike the Potman, MikeThePanman.com. And also now, this is our 7th video that we're putting up on YouTube. All right, we're trying to help people use their cookware to its maximum potential. Okay, and I also want to give a shout out to Danny Covington, who is the guy that brought me into our business 18 years ago, and the one that gave me the idea about doing these videos. Also, my wife Debbie and my sister Carol have prompted me and poked me and prodded me and said, hey, let's get this done. So now we're getting it done. So anyway, thanks again for being in with us. And all we've done here is brown this on one side for a few minutes. So we're still continuing to do that. Then we're going to flip it over. Now, let me show you this. If it's not pulling up easy, it's not ready to turn. Okay, once it's ready to turn, it will separate, and you can just flip it right over. So you can check it a couple of times. Now, folks, if you want to do a roast with potatoes and carrots and that sort of stuff, I recommend that you put an onion soup mix on it, a dry soup mix maybe. Once you flipped it over, season it however you want to. But I recommend a dry onion soup mix, or golden onions, really, really great. Hard to find nowadays. But flip it over. Put the soup mix on it, and then add your potatoes and carrots or anything you want to. Put the lid on it, okay? Today we're going to do just the roast. I really like just the roast by itself. And so let me just check that again. Oh yeah, there we go. It's separated real easy. See how beautiful that is. And today, instead of putting the onion soup mix on it, I'm going to do just the roast. I've got a little bit of a mixture here. This is called seasoned pepper. It's Jess Hall's seasoned blend without salt, seasoned pepper. Season however you want to, okay? You like to put the onion seasoning on it or whatever you want to, if that's something you want to do, but I like to just put fresh onions on it, okay? Now, I'm not a big fresh onion person, but I really do like cooked onions, and I like to put them in on top of my roast. It really gives it a great flavor. So just put those in on top. And then for about every 2 pounds of roast, I put 1 Campbell's Cream of Mushroom soup mix in on top, okay? Now, I may be doing it backwards. Maybe I should have put the soup mix in on top. And then put the onions on top. Doesn't really matter. Once it gets cooking, it's going to be great. All right, so there is our roast. Now, a lot of people say, well, what about the water? Well, you don't have to put the water in there if you're doing waterless cooking, which is what we're doing. All right, so just put the roast in, put the lid on it. In just a few moments, it'll start to steam. And once it steams, we want to turn it down to simmer. Okay. Now, when I say medium to low is all you need to know. One of the tricks of that, or one of the testing things of that, is if you try to spin the lid and it won't spin, it's cooking too low. All right. If it's spitting and sputtering, it's too high. So what you want to do there is once you've let it cook for a few minutes and it starts to steam, you want to be able to spin the lid, and that's on one of our previous videos too, so you can go back and check that out. Just kind of spin the lid. When it spins, that's the optimum cooking temperature. Okay, so we'll come back in a little bit. We'll show you this roast, and if you have any more suggestions, I think the next thing we're going to put up maybe in the next couple of days is going to be pineapple upside down cake. We've heard about that already, saying, hey, put up the cake, put up the cake. So we're going to put the pineapple upside down cake on there. But again, we'll come back in just a few minutes and we'll show you this one. All right, thank you.